And the whole world is reacting to Donald Trump's decision to press pause on his turbulent tariffs. For their take, let's bring in WA opposition leader Basil Zempilas and Sunshine Coast Mayor Rosanna Natoli. Morning to you, Basil.
Morning.
All this has put the spotlight on Anthony Albanese, who apparently hasn't personally made contact with the president. He says it's because the government is in caretaker mode and he's going through the department. They're doing their work in DC. Should he be picking up the phone?
I think so. I mean, caretaker does mean caretaker. You continue to take care of business. You don't abandon it. And we understand the special arrangement that exists at this time, but really he should be on the front foot, ensuring that Australia is going to be the beneficiary of this sort of tariff withdrawal, or at least temporary pause. Maybe they'll go all together. You don't quite ever know what's in Donald Trump's head. What we do know is 125% has been whacked on China, and that's where the real focus seems to be aimed. Now, that could be bad news for us, but likely much better news. But we do need to make sure that Australia's interests are taken care of. And I would like to see the PM on the front foot here.
Rosanna, it's hard to know what's going on behind closed doors in Washington, isn't it? And Trump says he's put the 90-day pause on the people who didn't retaliate, the people who didn't get tough, like China. So should our Prime Minister be doing more?
I think what we know is that Donald Trump loves a headline, that we don't know what he's going to do next. It's, you know, it's like a seesaw. It's up, it's down. We don't know whether it's going to be a roller coaster tomorrow or what's going to happen. So the other thing we also know is that Donald Trump has the ego the size of America, and we need someone who can really stroke that ego and knows how to, I guess, manipulate or do their best in a match with Trump. So I think that does mean picking up the phone and making a call and at least playing ball with Trump on that. So I think so.
OK, moving on. The PM has indirectly labelled a coalition candidate in far north Queensland a cooker, just days after they hosted a campaign launch party and handed out these MAGA hats to attendees. MAGA, in this case, standing for Make Albo Go Away. Basil, do these hats go too far, or is it fair game? We are in the middle of an election campaign.
Yes. Look, I've seen much, much worse than that in the recent WA state election.
Really?
I think you do have to accept it, unfortunately. Not to say that we don't all want to lift collectively the tone and the standard of these things, but I think that's really on the lower end. I mean, it's a Margaret, we all know it, Make America Great Again, and other people have used those letters to represent other things. That's what's happened here. I think a bit over the top, using those derogatory terms towards that Liberal candidate, and perhaps the PM would rethink that. I think the hats look OK. They're a bit of fun. Is it what we really want? Probably not, but, you know, it's all fair in love and war, Natoli.
It gets down and dirty in election campaigns. You know, Basil, they were kicking your signs to the curb. Rosanna, what have you experienced, and is this going too far?
Well, I've experienced googly eyes or drawing on my corflutes, those sorts of things. But I guess, you know, the fact that a Prime Minister might use derogatory language to seem relevant is not new. We had Bob Hawke calling people a mug. So I guess it's not surprising that we're trying to be down where, you know, the people are with their language. So I guess it's not a surprise. It's a low blow. It's really what happens in elections, I think.
OK. You two are very polite there, I think. Thank you very much. We'll leave it there. Sure, bye.